I'm a student at the University of Birmingham, so before that I mean it's just bar work and waitressing and things like that. This is my first real job.
How are you finding it?
It's good. It's quite overwhelming at the beginning, but it's a nice office to have kind of been introduced to office life because it's not too big, but it's still quite fast paced and it's not tiny, but it's still big enough. I didn't know anything about it. I've never had experience in anything similar. It's hard, especially working the German market because I don't speak the language, so the cultural and the language barrier sometimes is hard. But once you get past that, it's easier to sort of talk to the candidates, and I find it quite enjoyable, kind of speaking to people, and that's what I enjoy doing, so I like it.
Es ist auf jeden Fall ein lustiger Haufen, sehr interessant, jeden Tag man weiß nie, was auf einen zukommt. Es ist sehr familiär, die Beziehungen untereinander sind extrem freundlich, aber es ist ein crazy bunch of people auf jeden Fall.
Everyone's really loud and they talk fast, and SAP is an area that not many normal average people know about, so just ask questions and don't be afraid to not know what you're doing, because actually, even if you've done recruitment before, SAP, it's just its own language and you have to learn all that. And yeah, I guess just don't be too overwhelmed and don't be afraid to kind of work as a team and use the people around you, I guess. I'd like to come back here and work in the Munich office for the foreseeable future, so that's hopefully the plan.
Are you starting to learn German?
Starting to, but very rusty. This is something I know I need to sort out if I was to come back here.
How much do you think it affects your capability to do the job not being able to speak German?
Not as much as I thought it would be. When I first came and I heard everyone speaking German in the office, I thought, I've let myself in here, I don't know what I'm doing. It's really hard, but actually a lot of the roles are English speaking, so if the candidates can't speak to you in English, then they wouldn't get the role anyway. So actually being native English means that I can qualify almost their English skills better, so I can work out how fluent they are, maybe more than say a German that's speaking English to them. So actually I don't find it a problem. For me it's more learning culturally how to speak to the German candidates, because they prefer it being more formal and things like that, so you have to sort of almost groom them a little bit before you talk about the role. You have to kind of say, how are you, how's your day going, which I think is the difference as opposed to maybe the English market.
Was soll man machen? Einen Schutzhelm mitnehmen, auf jeden Fall. Ja, so verrückt sein, wie es nur geht. Also man sollte, ich meine, ich weiß, man sollte nicht sagen, man sollte man selbst sein, aber in dem Moment, wo man einfach versucht, mit jedem so viel Spaß zu haben, wie es möglich, einen bleibenden Eindruck zu hinterlassen, dann läuft es auf jeden Fall sehr gut. Ich meine, wie ich am Anfang gesagt habe, seit 3 Jahren versucht sie mich loszuwerden und ich bin immer noch hier. Und ich will auch immer wiederkommen. Von daher, ja. Das Beste an RED ist die Atmosphäre. Es ist, wenn man reinkommt, man fühlt sich direkt wie zu Hause. Es ist nicht, dass man, also ich meine, es ist immer ein kitschiges Klischee, aber wenn man bei RED reinkommt, das sind die Leute, mit denen man am meisten Zeit verbringt. Und wenn man nach Hause kommt, es ist immer schön, wieder ins Büro reinzukommen. Und es ist nicht nur, dass es nur über Business geredet wird. Man tauscht sich untereinander aus, was man miteinander macht, etc. Von daher würde ich sagen, die Atmosphäre ist so der schlagende Puls von RED, was mich auch dazu bewegt, hier seit 3 Jahren zu bleiben und dass ich auch weitermachen möchte, auf jeden Fall. I think my highlight in the London office was my leaving party. And yeah, it was a good night out, probably the best night out in London I had, and just like having all together, talking about stuff and just having a great time. But I wouldn't really say like working wise, what was my best part? Getting the chance to talk to people about my opportunities, working in different offices, and yeah. But best moments, there were so many good moments, it's hard to say one.
Can we get a little dance?
Do you get a little dance? It's like the little wiggle.
Standing up. Oh no, you can't for the camera,
can't for the
do
camera.
another little proper dance.
The wiggle of the That was your daily
all the time.
It's like I'm standing, I was like, yeah. Yeah, as I said, we're a funny bunch of people.